Jetties. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play. A pickup of 11. Yard line. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a by cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
Cousins' pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Not much there, only a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete. Right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's now 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We got a good battle developing down around the goal line in the trenches.
We certainly do. They went fullback dive. He's going to ask for it again because he doesn't get many opportunities to carry the ball, so you know he's going to be determined. That might be the right call to come back with it one more time.
4th down, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. There to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
7, Packers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And 2. At the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Packers.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And inches at the Vikings' 14-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Jones, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. Remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, That made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll run with Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Vikings.
From 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Vikings 14. Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. 67 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies and rocking chairs often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Complete to
The
Dalvin.
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts
Brings up
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. This is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. In 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much. but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Run for Green Bay.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
33 yards on the play.
33 yards that time.
Green Bay.
Rodgers going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up 2nd on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd and 2, Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Packers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by George Allen. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and wind out some clock with Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Cousins to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does. And
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson, 67 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kenny Clark able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Rodgers to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down to the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st down, Packers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Cousins. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. One last shot now for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say,